High school is considered some people's best years in their lives. And when they graduate and go on to college, get a job, start a family, and do all these things, and then look back at the totality of their life, they can honestly say that their best years were from ages 14 to about 18. And no disrespect to people whose prime years were in high school. I mean, some people had a blast. Not everyone's high school experience is the same. But if you're in high school right now, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, there are things that you can be doing now to maximize your high school experience, to sustain your prime for longer and longer, and have a happy and great life. Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Josh Dawson, and this is Primal Commerce. Let's go, baby. I am so glad to be back. I know I haven't posted in a little bit, but I've been super duper busy, because guess what? I'm building a company. Let's go. I am working on a startup and just getting the infrastructure for it and how I'm going to, market it, plan it. It's been a lot. But, I turn 18 in about 2 weeks, and I'm going to be launching it then. And that's kind of what this build-up has been kind of getting to. So I'm so excited to be able to give you guys more value and give you guys more ways to support me, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm glad to be here. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about some things that you could do now while in high school to not only maximize your high school experience, but to gain knowledge and gain expertise that can last you for years and years and years. But personally, I had a pretty good high school career. I mean, I played football, did a ton of clubs and activities, made a ton of friends. It's been pretty great. But there are some things that I realized when I was really, really young, aka freshman in high school, that kind of helped me structure the way I handled school to maximize it and use it to my advantage and not just play into the system. So we're going to talk about some things that you can do to do that too. First off, you have to knock down some of the ideas about high school that you've been confined to. The idea that, it's fine, it can wait. A lot of the bigger decisions are put off later in life. Have fun now. Do all those things now because you have time. That is just not the case. And a lot of students will go through that high school experience with that mindset. And by the time they graduate, it'll be too late. Why do you think there's high schoolers that when they graduate, they go through a short period of depression? Because they don't have a plan and they don't know what they need to do, and they didn't utilize their high school time correctly. So they feel lost, and when they feel lost, that can happen. I want to point out this article by Randall Hansen where he talks about things high school students should know. The third point he makes talks about gaining experience, and to me, that relates to what I talk about in some of my Instagram Reel content and some of my TikTok content. Whether you have a 2.0 or 4.0, if you just go through school following your curriculum and that's it, it's not going to be enough. Whether you're regular classes, college prep, or advanced placement AP, it's just not going to be enough to be successful. You have to do more. And I'm not saying that the traditional school system is meant for you to fail, because it's not. But I'm not saying that it's meant for you to succeed either. See, school is a blank canvas, and it's what you do with it and how you utilize it that can make you successful. So while in high school, go for as many extracurriculars as you can. Be a part of this club, this sport, that sport, community service here, community service there. Do all of it. It is so important in the process of gaining assets for you in the next level. So get those things done. But listen, the number one thing that will set you apart from all your other peers who are dipping their foot into every single club that they can is developing a skill. I see too many people stressing and clawing for that 4.0 and that 3-page list of extracurriculars and things that they've done in high school. And I think it's kind of funny. I really want to ask these people, if I stick you in any specific industry, what are you good at? Honestly. And a lot of people are going to get tripped up when I ask that question, and good. I want that to keep you up at night. Because we're not playing games on this channel anymore. We are here to grow. And why do you think some of these blue collar kids are going to be making 5, 6 figures out the gate when they graduate high school or college? You know, the so-called weird kids who are sitting in the back of the class fiddling with stuff are building things, developing a skill. And I know that's really random to say, but I see so many people who laugh and joke about certain kids at school who have real talents, who are just misunderstood. And I know I'm kind of dragging that, but I know people who are special, people who are geniuses. But the point I'm trying to make is these people are doing more than what their curriculum is telling them to do. They're developing a skill, and that is why they're going to be super successful. So I'm going to ask you again, what are you good at? And there's going to be people who can answer that question right out the gate, and good. Develop that skill. Grow your extracurriculars around that. Do it. But if you couldn't answer that question, and if you really have to think about it, it's time to go. It is time to go, because life is not going to wait for you to get it together. Life is not going to wait for you to find that passion. You got to attack it. You got to actively search for it. You have to do it now. Whether you're a freshman or a senior, you got to do it now, because it's only going to help you. And when I say develop a skill, I don't mean be so-so at something. I mean get so good at something that by the time that you're a freshman in college or a high school graduate, you can compete with up to 80% of the people in that specific industry. So if you have an idea about something that you love, attend camps for that thing. Find a mentor who specializes in that thing. I want to give you guys a perfect example of this. See, one of my boys who graduated last year got accepted into one of the best liberal arts colleges in the country. And he only had about a 3.2 GPA in high school. But the thing about this guy was his extracurriculars were second to none. He was a huge techie. And between freshman year and senior year, he had done 2 internships with these software development companies. He had done stuff on his own, built websites, built platforms. And all of that stuff that he was doing in high school compared to his grades just showed that he split time and developed that skill. And it worked out for him, and it can work out for you too. It's so important, and I've talked before about the importance of a mentor, but not just any mentor. Try to find somebody that does what you love. And finally, maybe the most important thing once you find that skill that you want to develop is manage your time. A lot of people will say maybe 15-20% of your time should go to extracurriculars. Nah, I say 50-50. I say 50% of your time goes to school, 50% of your time goes to extracurriculars. Because if you're watching my videos, we're not striving for average. We're trying to be great. And billionaire Jack Ma told his son, I don't care if you're at the top of the class. You can be in the middle. Only that type of person has enough time to develop other skills. And I live by that. That is so true. Rewire your thinking about school, because like I said earlier, the curriculum isn't enough. The regular school system isn't enough. You gotta go above and beyond to be great. You have to, so stop being comfortable. Don't be comfortable. I talked about that before. Don't be comfortable. Strive for more, baby. So yeah, find that skill, utilize your time in high school to build around that skill, and you will be so successful, baby. I know you will. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. Like I said, things have kind of stabilized, and I've got more time on my hands, so I'll be able to push more content out. Also want you guys to follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I post a lot of stuff on there, just some life stuff for you guys to tune into, and I think that you could really benefit from it. So check that out. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and I know that number is minuscule, but to me, that is huge because I only have about 4 videos out, 5 with this one. So it just means the most that people are subscribing, people are hitting that button, and people are enjoying the content that I put out. While I was editing this video, I turned over and boom, we had 100 subs, baby. Let's go. I want to thank you guys so much. This is actually a really huge accomplishment for me. It shows me that, you know, with the amount of videos that I have and the amount of subscribers that I hit so quickly, it really just shows me that my channel has room for a ton of growth. So I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Like I said, I turned 18 in about 2 weeks. I'm going to be launching my startup company. I'm getting some licenses, and I'm really going to start making that transition into expertise. And I'm really excited, and you know, I'm going to be able to provide a lot more direct value to you guys. The channel is about to get so much more juicier and businessier and great. So just thank you guys so much, and back to the outro. Woo! But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Let's go.